Good afternoon, fellow patriots and defenders of democracy. Welcome to the madness. My name's Beverton. We're here doing E30 2JZ things, and something that is often overlooked in regards to dealing with a car, engine swaps, or anything else is typically the wiring, because no one likes doing wiring, and it's usually hard to do, to some extent. The hard part within wiring, or the part that I think is always underemphasized, is that electricity traveling over a longer distance drops, which in turn means if it starts off at 12 volts after a certain distance of electrical wiring, the voltage will drop, which could cause a strain on your device, or a strain on the device essentially mean your device failing earlier, or your wires overheating and causing a fire hazard, which could also, be a warming effect. Depending on where you live, you might need it to be hotter. But no one wants their project car to go up in flames, because typically your project car is attached to many poor financial decisions called building a car. So we're all here. So I've been doing some things. Now, this is what I've been doing, because I've not realized how much will be needed for several things. There's a series of relays and a fuse panel and a block and so on and so forth here, and we kind of need to make sure this all works, because once again, fire is bad and so on and so forth, but we still need power to go to the things that we need in the car. Oh, Jesus. This is not a good thing. Thou shalt not multitask. So we need electricity to go to things so that things will work. Hence, you need relays, fuse, and whatnots. So give me a second here. I'm gonna tighten up a couple of things, and then I'm gonna show you what's going on in regards to what I'm doing. Now, because I'm showing you this, doesn't always mean that you're going to get it right on the first time. Have a little faith, a little patience. If you're building a car, you're going to need a lot of patience. So, better sooner than later that you should try to venture down that wonderful lane called you're going to curse a lot. Or you might forget some things. So, let's go right ahead. I think I tightened this up. What's loose here? I'm Beverton. I always leave something loose. Okay. After this is done, we'll show you why we did certain things and why we put what we put where we put it. And if I don't know, I'll try not to be as why I put it there. It's like, oh, what happened? It's like, well, I wasn't thinking. That's usually the excuse for that. So, essentially, fuse box, relays, distribution blocks for the fuses. The relays, why did I just do that? I don't know. There's a little bit of a cluster over here because I added some things after the fact and I just didn't feel like going back and changing them. But given I'm the one wiring it up, and hopefully in the event someone else is if someone else is servicing my car, they'll inquire first, or they should be able to follow the notion of simple looking at where the wires are going, because they're not dragged all over the car at the moment. So here we go. This is what's going on here. Simple notion of electrical safety. But before we go any further, where's the thing I dropped? Thing I dropped. Cover for the block. Because for some reason, that doesn't really work. Relay. Let's make this sweet and semi-short. This only goes on one way. See? You can't, well, people work miracles. You can't really do this. So once again, it goes this way. Can't really. So once again, it goes one way. Now this is a 4-1. Doesn't have a, I'm assuming it either doesn't have the 87A on here. So let's not even get into that. That's just the numbers on the top, and we all can follow that. Power. Simplest notion here. This might be a different color on your relay, but I'm assuming this should be 30. But on my example, yeah, this is 30, right? Yeah, okay. It's like I'm not tripping. Don't be an asshole and not give the thing to 30. Don't be that guy. It's just, power is here. Power, of course, ground, because we need to complete whatever circuit needs to be grounded on the thing. And yes, once again, it's hotter than a hooker's thighs on a Friday weekend that's payday in a major city. See, I'm sweating? I'm not even nervous, it's just hot. Now, these two wires. Now, in accordance with whatever way you'd like to wire it, the simplest notion here is one goes to the switch that turns on the device. The other goes to the device. That's it. Now, in the midst of safety, the power is coming from a fused source. See? That's it. That's really it. There's nothing else to it. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Don't. That's it. Take the power. Like this, boom. It's going to be going to the fuse box. This is going to be going to the ground. Like I said, you can pick whatever one of these wires you want across the relay now. It's left. One goes to the switch that turns the device on. One goes to the device. That's it. All right. This intro is awfully long, and this wonderful electrical notion is long enough. I'm gonna go wire things up, and this does not mean we won't start fire. Look at all these things that we consistently keep pulling off. Steering wheel. And essentially, this is the issue. I'm not even sure how to ensure that you can see what's going on here, but so essentially, ohm meter. I don't know if you can see that, because unlike people who have people consistently around them helping them, I'm here by myself. And you know what's difficult to do? Anything that requires 3 hands by yourself. Ah, Jesus. This isn't my main ohm meter, and I'm already irritated at this one because these leads seem to be very short. Alright. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see this? This is the problem with filming, when people don't actually show you what happens, because this is irritating to do. Alright. This is from the parking brake handle to bolt hole. It's supposed to hear a little bit of that. So this is what's going on here. Mysteriously, nothing is ohming out. This is from the short shifter you're hearing. But what caused a plethora of problems, and where are we? A host of other issues here was, this is a ground lead off the steering column. Please note the silence. This led to about 3 hours of me chasing my tail yesterday, because somehow the steering column isn't grounding to the chassis. So now, this goes back, to keep a long story less long, we're pulling off this to now make our own wires in all these ground points underneath here. These 2 ground points to somewhere that I can actually do that. And I'm fairly certain it's going to be probably difficult to get to, but we'll see. So when I'm done doing this, we'll connect up the headlights that I've been struggling to wire with through to the fuse and relay panel and show you that it all works as soon as we resolve the grounding issue that's a constant problem on this chassis. So give me a moment. Alright, so in the midst of this mess that you're looking at, and me wanting to be done with doing this, we're still embarking on other issues. However, to keep on topic here, that bowl of spaghetti you see over there makes sense to some degree. Like I said, blue wire, I don't know if I said it, but on this I have the blue wire off of the relay going to the device, and the white wire coming from the switch, and of course the red wire is going to the fuse panel, which is getting power, and of course we have the ground. So as we see here, and this wonderful little switch panel that we have, that's that. It's going through there, and if you see outside, you have lights. And if we turn on the other switch, we're running the turn stock indicator through it. And you can see those lights going, or that. And yeah, that's that. Oh, you can come out here. Come back outside. I'm sorry, people. Let's see, the marker lights are on. This light is on, but it's very dim. I don't know, maybe because this car is a 85, so I'm assuming they started selling it in 84. And yeah, this bulb doesn't seem very bright. This is a brake light. Reverse. I have my own set of problems with finding reverse. Yeah, I don't know how reverse was routed, so we're still trying to solve that mystery. And that has nothing to do with the fuse panel as opposed to just the wires itself. And you know, side light. This is on. These, I don't remember what these things are called, but they're bright. I'll be getting 2 more of them. Yeah, this is what's going on here. The next thing, I don't know, maybe some of you can help me, is I'm trying to find the high beam. You know, in anything else, when you pull this forward, there's a high beam. When I check all of these, wires, it's not really. I'd assume that if the circuit itself, or the turn signal switch, has power, it'll be powering everything. So I just pull this up and check all the wires that are coming out of it for current, and see if I get any voltage on a wire coming out. And so far, that's not happening. So it's a whole other day, and I'm still sweating like nobody's business. But like I said, the journey continue. Comment below, let me know what's going on. How's your day? Welcome to the madness, people. We're gonna keep going forward until we finally get to drive around and do regular things outside. But peace, thanks for taking me out. I appreciate you watching the video till the end. Have a good evening.